Howdy y'all. Today is Saturday, June 20th. This is the fourth day of week 15 of this project, and this is what we've gotten done so far. It rained really bad, so a lot of shit is soggy. So I think the best thing we can do is move some cars, and we're gonna put them where he's standing over there, and see how that goes. I was studying how to get this LTD out of park so we can move it. And one of the things I found was if this can even open up, but you should be able to disconnect the shifter cable and use the basically change the gears in the transmission in there. So see how that goes. Yeah. What? Remember this? Yeah. He's gonna pull that out. There's still some. I think we came across a tree over there. You can probably barely see it, but there's a tree in those weeds, and we're gonna probably have to pull that out. And then later on, there's a tree over here, dead tree, it needs to get pulled out. And that should be really the last of the dead trees until we get this one right here, this huge one, this is actually the biggest tree on the friggin' property, and too bad it died. And then there's this little tree over here, and then that right there above the roof, that's not a dead tree. That's a, I guess, damn near dead tree, but it's still alive. And it's sitting up against the roof, and we'll might be cutting it if it's too friggin' diseased and crap. Yeah, so figure that out. It's cold. I want fucking warm rain. I hate it. Ow.
Wouldn't you have loved this yesterday?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Not too cold. Too fucking cold.
So try getting up there in second gear. Try getting up there in second gear and then shredding in first. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Piece flew up and hit me in the hand. Camera hand. Oh, bad angle. Whoa. Good flying. Okay, switching gears. Oh, okay. We got out of it. I'd like him to keep some of this up here. It's driving me nuts. I gotta go have a word with him. Nick.
Yeah?
Okay. So I'd like to keep this grass this
Okay.
thick, okay?
Yeah, I'm
And it
finished.
provides a little bit of privacy. The more you cut, all right, listen.
Yeah.
The more you cut, the more is visible into your yard from the road because of the depth or the narrowness now of the whatever you call this shit.
Okay.
The weeds. So it used to be way out there, so the angle was in our favor, and now it's way back here. So, you know.
I'll just keep grinding this stuff up.
Yeah, okay, that's good, thanks. So, do I have to keep holding this camera? Do I have to keep holding the camera? What?
You can have some of this. You want to ride?
All right, I'll take a ride. Thanks, Nick.
Alright, so I'm going to go over a few things we found here. So, first of all, we believe that this was once the outhouse for the property. And we think that it's just another big shithole in the ground with a cement cover over it. But they did make an effort to put in these metal walls, unless that's just like a very thin ring around it. It's still a weird mystery until I guess we open it, or who the hell knows. I might just leave it. And then over here, of course, we got a table and chairs. They had some kind of, they would just sit over here and watch the road. Sounds pretty boring. And then if we go over here, there is a barbecue grill. And it's a mess. Alright, so the barbecue grill over there, you can barely see it, led to a few other things that I didn't know about. So here's a freaking satellite dish. And here is a cart, that red thing that's got wheels on it. And then in here is a freaking scale. And then there's this weird box with hinges on it. I have no idea what it is. And then there's that green pot thing. I don't know. And it looks like a tree or something fell across here. Probably gonna pull this shit out and clean up the area a bit. I might not touch the barbecue grill yet. I don't know. To me, that right there is more historic. This shit was probably put here back in the 90s or 80s, and who gives a damn. And it was dish TV, so now it's starting to make sense as to how this house got TV, because I'm like, there really wasn't a TV. I mean, there was multiple TVs because this guy worked on a bunch of them, but there wasn't like any way that like I saw where they could have hooked up a TV and actually had TV service. And so there you go. That was their satellite. And why it's all the way over here, I don't know. Maybe they had it set up over here. It's ridiculous. Maybe it was mounted on the house and it just fell down or something. To me, it makes no freaking sense why all this shit is all the way here from there. I can understand the table, you know, you want to hang out. That thing, I understand that thing, because this house is built, according to the county, in 1925. I think it could be older, so it obviously didn't have a bathroom when it was built, so they had an outhouse, and then eventually somebody added a bathroom onto it, and they did a shitty job with that bathroom, because they put in a toilet, but they just ran the toilet out to the friggin' county ditch. So, you know, it's just shit. But maybe today, I don't know, someone is coming over to do an on-site inspection so we can get ready for a septic system for what we got coming up next. So yeah, I'm gonna pull some of this crap out because it really doesn't need to be here. I don't want to destroy this because this is creating some privacy. I'll let some of these weeds grow, but I think this crap doesn't need to be back here, you know, unless I decide one day that I want to clean all this up. I don't have to deal with this crap.
Rainbow. Now windshield ever seen. That's wide. I can't even see it on the camera on the phone.
Yep, so a while back, a few months ago, so in that pile, I just found this coffee maker with a freaking intact decanter. How the hell it ended up intact like that? I mean, this one's in worse shape. And it's probably been outside longer, but I don't know. We had found a coffee maker a while back over by the shop. And it had a decanter intact also, but my dad was throwing wood, and of course this perfect wood shot fucking killed the decanter, and I was just left with a coffee maker, and I kind of felt bad about it. And then it's like, who gives a shit? It's an old coffee maker. And then here we go, we find all the way across the yard there's another coffee maker with an intact decanter. So they look to be the same model, so that decanter might work better for the other one. Now that, you know, I lost one, I wish I had both decanters, but I got one, so whatever. Putting it in the house so that it doesn't get freaking destroyed, because I don't trust them. There we go. There's some more stuff I'll show y'all that's out there. So rest in peace this freaking scale, because the bottom of it is completely rotted out and it's just junk, so I'm gonna have to throw that away. Too bad they didn't keep it in the house. It would have been a lot better condition, but anyway, found this stove thingamajig, electric Munzie. Never heard of freaking Munzie buffet range. The hell is that? And I still got this dish satellite to pull out, and there might be more. There's something under there, so I'm gonna pull out some more stuff. Yeah, so this is what I pulled out of the friggin' weeds. We got a cooker here, another cooker or whatever. Got some tin cans, and we got this rolly table thingamajig. They're getting ready to pull these weeds out so we can get access to the LTD. Alright, so we did some digging and we dug the tires out of the ground. That's how far they've sunk in the ground since 96. Or this could have been parked here in 97, I don't know. Yep. So I'm going to fill this tire, see if it works. So I tried filling these tires and they turn out to be trash. None of them will take air. They all just, air blows right out of them or they don't move. So we're just gonna have to friggin' yank this thing out, because you know, we could You know, there's nothing really to it other than just yanking it out. We looked at the shifter linkage. That is way down in there, and we'd probably spend a lot more time trying to disconnect that. We have no idea what's under the car, and it's pretty risky going after the drive shaft. You know, we don't even have really the right jacks to jack this thing up. So the best we can do is, I mean, we got access to the frame. We can just tie the rope to the frame and pull it and see what happens. You know, it's in park right now. Parking brake is off though, that's a good thing. Yeah, and then later on I'll probably do a video dedicated to this car, getting this car running and driving, and we'll be able to drive it off the lot here pretty soon, the property. You know, because that's what I pledge to do, is get all of these cars running and driving on this property where they were sitting and drive them right off. And so right away, the first thing is it's going to need new tires, or used tires. Probably get you some used tires to make it cheap. This tail light being like this won't pass inspection. And of course it's too old for emissions, so I don't even have to worry about that. And also another thing is that since we're out here in the middle of nowhere, West Texas, this part of the state doesn't require emissions inspections. It's just the big shithole areas like DFW or the Houston area or Austin, just all those big cities is where they want the emissions. But honestly, really what is probably heating up the planet is all that concrete they're pumping into those shitholes anyway, so yeah. You know, out here you just got mostly dirt, just natural stuff that the earth came with, so yeah. So this is the first one we're going to move because it's a big deal. Then that will be the second one we move. And then that'll be the third. Or who knows, we might reverse it. And since they're just conveniently in a line like a drive-through, we can just pull this one first, pull that one second, and then pull that third. Because really it's pretty much out of the way. I mean, it's not a big deal. These are only two cars that are really in the way. You know, they're also in the way of the shop if we decide to clean this out and maybe move this or get rid of it. I don't know. This, I found a wheel for this Duster, but it's missing another wheel. It's got 3 wheels right now, one that's not even on, and there's a 4th one that's missing that I gotta find. I haven't found it. For some reason, took the lug nuts off and didn't even put them back on the studs. Just tossed them somewhere. Who the hell knows? This satellite is missing it has all its wheels, but all the lug nuts are gone on it, and it's sitting on cinder blocks right now. So I'm gonna be getting a lot of lug nuts. And 2 days into getting this 68 Ford 2000, we've been having some starting issues with it, or battery issues. We've been having to keep jumping it. We cleaned the contacts on the starter. We're not sure if that's going to fix it. You know, we have no idea if it's a battery or if it's the actual starter system itself. So we're figuring that out. I know the battery is pretty freaking old, you know. 2016 battery, you know it's going to be fucking junk. Little pissed that that's the type of battery that came with it, but you know, it is what it is. We'll just move on and get a new battery for it if it's a battery or whatever. You know, we got the best we could out of it. We're gonna give her the good old jump start because we got an awesome quality battery. Should I move the Grand Prix for this one?
What?
Should I move this car? Yeah. And now we're going to do the ultimate thing here. Let's see if she'll pull. £4,000 car versus 68 Ford 2000. That sucks.
Well, it lifted.
Lifted?
So what did it do? I lifted up the back end, right?
Yeah. Fucking pull truck. I'm gonna try it again, see if it works.
Can't drag it.
Sucks.
You gotta get air in the tires.
Just sounds like it's getting worse. Oh my god.
Can you get a brush?
Okay. Like, well, what kind of brush?
Just a brush to brush the crap around it away.
Okay. So this is our dilemma right now. No electricity, and we got a broken valve stem on the biggest tractor tire there is on this tractor.
Really leaking.
And it just,
Get into it.
oh my god.
There's a rubber seal there. It just will stop leaking. Yeah, okay. Shit in it. No. Do you have anything for this? I mean, it's just...
Could you use the vice grips to clamp it?
What we need is maybe something to clean it out with. What could clean it out with?
Okay. It just freaking blew.
Alright, well, that's cleaning it out, right?
What's even supposed to be in there? That slime crap?
That's what he said he put in there.
Oh my god. What if that shit erodes tire stems? Oh.
Well, that's one way to clean whatever shit. But I guess this stem is just fucking broken. Whatever this is not longer. Any There you go. It quit leaking. And just like that, it quit leaking. And just like that, it started leaking again. What the fuck? And just like that, it quit leaking. Huh? Well, there she is. Hey. I wonder how much, just curious, how much how much pressure these things hold. So the other thing is in order to change a tire, probably won't be the best place to change it right here. So, do you think it'll even start?
Maybe. Try it.
And I just don't want to work around these, you know? So we just want to move it.
Okay. Alright. So I just found these pliers sticking out of the dirt. And I can't believe that I probably rolled over those and those things didn't do anything to my tractor tires, which obviously that's what why tractor tires exist, because they're supposed to be tougher. But now I got a pair of pliers. And that's the thing, you know, later on when we got this clear, you know, we can do metal detecting and find other shit, because who the hell knows what is on here under the ground. And if y'all saw earlier, that second tree we pulled out with that grew in the barbed wire, and the barbed wire was running through both ends of it. These pliers were right in that area, right under where that tree used to sit. So I don't know if maybe they were using those for the fence.
It's probably a matter of, you think those will twist off?
I don't think so.
Where's your place? Hold this.
Yep, so valve stem wouldn't stop leaking, so now we got a nice flat fucking tire. And we have no electricity to fill it up. So this is going to be one hell of a job getting a generator and an air compressor and a jack and fucking a wrench to take the lugs off, because the lugs aren't the size that we have. So wonderful, $39.50.
It's rolling. Oh, wait a minute. It's always the sun. Alright, I guess. I can barely see it. Dig it in the dirt and chomp it.
Okay, we're good.
All right.
Cut there.
Nick, you'll probably pull this back now.
Hold on.
And then you won't have to have your face in the weeds. Just, you can probably pull this back. And that stick, I think, was the only thing in the way. Watch out for your watermelon.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So what about this?
You can lift the pipe.
Is this?
Lift it down.
I'm trying. It looks like it's still. Okay. Okay.
Get it out of here.
Just leave it, because I've got this video running. And we'll,
Okay, sure.
what else is left?
Post right here and then go to this.
All right, pull that post if you can.
Yeah, I gotta pull it.
All right. Well, all right, you're keeping the post, is that it? Big wire. Wow. And that's holding the whole fence in?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was tough metal. Put it on top so when you drag it, you drag that little piece with your big piece. Well, how loose is that post? This. Get that post one. This one.
Okay.
Pull.
Blowing shit around.
I got 11 minutes on this.
Okay, you get to stop it.
All right, look here, Goldie.